must have ate the last horn blowing thing instead or something, because this draft I feel like is unplayable for Team Liquid into Renata and Maokai. I mean, it is a magical horse. It's made of metal, but it's alive. That's what I mean. Like, oh boy, hold on. Could be a little bit of trouble here for Bwipo. Caught off in a bit of a bad spot. Only level 5, so he can't go all out. Instead, tries to get a little bit of damage back on Impact, but a nice heal with a Call the Meek. Means Team Liquid. A little bit more damage to get it done. Quad still has his flash available, as well as Impact tries to escape on the bottom side of the map. UG not going to find that second Spectral Maw, as Bwipo's making sure Yon can't get in the way and block off the escape. Impact still under pressure down here on the bottom side at the same time. Piercing Light, one more auto, gets it done. Masu takes out Impact, makes it a 1-for-1 game as Quad escapes up at the top side, but now Bwipo's still under pressure. UG going to find another stun there, and they force out a second
Tanking to survive the damage of both of these guys, and he puts the pressure on the Team Liquid carry.
But does he have enough to survive UG?
Yeah, UG's on the way up here. Pathmaker to try to get away, but the Spectral Maw is still ready to go. Bwipo still trying to walk it off here. You can't get too close to the turret against Cassante, so he's just going to tell him to get on out of town.
Yeah, throws down a little taunt to add insult to injury as UG up here again. They're going back in.
J.J. with a flash engage. Bwipo finally dies, and Core stabs him in the back with the...
Good look for this.
Yeah, that third Antofo strike nearly hit. But remember that Bwipo has no mana to work with, but a nice shockwave there. Still does plenty of damage onto the Croc. Impact still trying to get away. Bwipo has enough for one Antofo strike. Call the Meek, trying to get a little bit of extra healing, but it won't matter. A punch in the kidneys. And Impact is down. Bwipo's on the board.
Till about 11 minutes in. FlyQuest will go ahead and pick it up, though. That means they're going to have credit towards 2 out of 3 of those neutral objectives. They also have 2 kills, but so does Team Liquid, so the Feat of Warfare could still go either way, too.
Something that I do really like that is very common from him. He's almost always looking for this in good spots.
Oh, and now Masu has flash and Yon doesn't. Masu is making Yon look silly here as the Lucian is so powerful at this point. Bwipo again targeted by Team Liquid.
But I mean, that is half of Core's health gone with a Q and a couple autos.
And he knows he can just dash in like that. Busio is right behind him. If Team Liquid tries to turn it, boom bailout, boom hostile takeover, boom on Bwipo perhaps. As they burst him down to about 20% HP. He's trying to survive underneath the turret. He knows he needs to try to stay here. Meanwhile, Masu looking for a calling up at the top side. River Bwipo's already going to die as FlyQuest looks to get something back. Busio still chasing, Inspired right behind him, but they won't find anything. 3-3 game.
Yeah, I mean, they bring APA up, and again, there's no MR on Bwipo right now, so you can put that pressure on him. But meanwhile, Quad is taking down this tower. It took 3U to get that done on the top side. FlyQuest take down the bottom tier 1. They're pushing down this mid tier 1. It's just Core and JJ to defend. So this is going to drop as well. So you are getting a ton down. Eventually, they will get that top tier 1 to answer, but FlyQuest claim feats. And yeah, you've killed Bwipo a number of times, but honestly...
Yeah, no, it turns out Lucian's really good. The pilot may be the problem sometimes. As
User error.
Yeah, APA can go ahead and escape Quad's wrath up there in the top side, but FlyQuest are going to acquire their second over this map and over this game. And FlyQuest are fine just continuing to farm. You've got 2 minutes until Otacon spawns, 3 minutes until the next Drake is up. Core JJ and Yon here looking at Busio, going after the Renata, who uses the self-Mikhails. Busio gets away, and now the counterattack coming in from Masu and FlyQuest. Core JJ is first to die, but Yon's about to join him. He goes in for the killer instinct. He gets 1 kill, but he goes down in the process. A double kill for Masu's Lucian, as Yuji still...
And has so many tools to keep him safe. Between all the counter engage, the Renata we've talked immense amounts about, but even the Orianna shields, and Masu is just confident now.
He just dashes over the wall immediately with the pursuit. He does not care who's there from Team Liquid because he's got Busio behind him, and he knows he has enough damage.
He's chilling. Maybe they start Otacon off this. I think that's honestly not a bad look. You just got flash, you just got ult. You're losing this game hard, so you got to do something.
Okay, APA walks into the tri-brush though, and Bwipo is still ready and waiting, just dueling with APA and Tibbers, now creating a little bit of extra distance as Busio and Masu show up on the side, and Inspired's ready to join in here with the Maokai ulti. APA stuck at the front line. Busio looking to follow the rest of the team so Masu can get in there. Yon is already down. Inspired takes the kill. Impact about to fall as he flies over the wall here with the blast cone, and FlyQuest are cleaning up everybody. Quad's ready to keep on chasing, and APA will be next to die. Core JJ and Impact are on the run, and the fight is an absolute massacre. It's a 3-for-1. Yeah, Bwipo dies, but the only thing it gotcha.
As I don't mind the attempts because they're already down 4K. I feel like they got pretty hard countered in draft. and they had Whippo with no flash, no ult, so all right, let's try it. But in comes Masu, in comes Busio. Look at Yon on the side. How is he supposed to play? Yon has to go for the killer instinct into the backline, but he's at 5% health because Masu got in on him, who was split from the rest of the team. Yon has just gone immediately to their own expectations. They want to be a team that is, you know, competing for championships, that is doing well internationally, and FlyQuest has stolen their mantle away from them. And it's got to be frustrating to know that.
And I think that's where a lot of that frustration that we see on the coach cam from Spawn, from the back room for Team Liquid, is coming from. Because they know they want to be contenders. They know that they want to be challenging for one of those 2 slots for Worlds. And right now it's tough. Team Liquid trying to maybe make a surprise play here, try to catch FlyQuest in their own jungle. Whippo's going to be the front line, though, and that's exactly where he wants to be. Team Liquid trying to get everybody out. The Maokai ulti's not going to find anybody, but a hostile takeover hits 3. Team Liquid still all alive, though, and Whippo will be the only one to die in the fight. Team Liquid's gambit works out.
It's even harder when you're playing against Maokai because there's going to be a sapling in every brush. Like, he doesn't have to face check anything. And that is some of the kind of hidden power, or maybe not that hidden, of Maokai.
And Inspired now going to be targeted by CoreJJ's engage, but the counterattack from FlyQuest begins now. Yon is rooted up, isolated from the rest of the team. No way out for the AD carry. And as he dies, Baron marks his grave. We'll see if FlyQuest just want to start that up right now. They've already got the vision control. Impact being chased.
We talk a lot about how Yon is the star player on Team Liquid. Like, this is the guy that carries the games. But it's the double-edged sword of that is if Yon is having a bad game, it's very hard for Team Liquid to look good. And right now, the biggest individual gold difference is between him and Masu on the Lucian. Now, Team Liquid is thinking about full sending it here. A firing squad for Quad, but he pops the Seeker's arm guard and stays alive, gets out of the range of the Spectral Maw, and the Shockwave finds them all. CoreJJ's gonna die first. Quad's still alive a little bit longer, but he's finally shut down by Yon. But it costs them everything. Whippo's going in after APA, and it won't matter how many times Whippo's died so far this game. APA is not getting away from that one. FlyQuest, the only member left alive on Team Liquid, is Impact, and they're going to feel comfortable going after this Dragon as Inspired just stands there. He's like, all right, I got you, buddy. And actually, this is smart because you're desyncing the death timer. You are delaying the death timer and making it so now Team Liquid has less men on the map for longer. That is a 50-second death timer that's still going to have 30 seconds left.
Day for Busio here on the Rift. Mountain Soul for FlyQuest. 8,000 gold lead for FlyQuest. Everything going their way. And hey, that play gave Quad enough money to upgrade the arm guard into the Hourglass, so now the Stasis is ready to go again. CoreJJ might just die to Masu here. That is a level 16 Lucian against a level 9 Rel. That goes exactly one way and one way only, as Yon has to flash out of the range of the Culling and the Maokai ulti. Otherwise, he faces certain death as well.
It's Baron o'clock, I think. They are nearly 10K ahead. They have the Mountain Soul. Yeah, just can't even hurt Quad, really, at this point. He can easily stand up to this. If they overpush mid, FlyQuest can look for the engage there. Otherwise, they just pull back, get vision around the Baron, and they can look for plays.
Oh, boy. This might be the play right here. APA flashing over the wall to stay safe, but now there's no flash, no Tibbers on the Annie. There's not a lot of tools to work with here on Team Liquid's side. Yon doesn't have his flash either. That's 2 carries, 0 flashes in a game where you're already this far behind.
Yeah, all the additional move speed as well being thrown down on Quad as he pops the W, speeds himself up, but then you're also getting the bailout, which gives you that additional move speed towards enemies.
Yeah.
So no way for APA to get out of there without just flashing. Inspired even going to be able to take away this blue buff. And he's going to look, but it's Whippo again.
That's not the target that's going to work. CoreJJ jumps in, and FlyQuest will happily send him packing with the main engage, with the big AoE crash down with Magnet Storm not in the picture. It's Baron time. Let's go.
It's for sure an uncontested Baron. You can see as soon as Core dies there, FlyQuest is going to go for it, and Yuji's not even moving, right? He's just going down towards the bot side. They see the objective bounties are up. APA is like, well, maybe I can get a tier 1 bot. Of course, that is not going to be much of a consolation prize, but if you can't stop them anyway, may as well get something. I mean, Yon with no flash, APA with no flash, no ulti, Core dead. How are you ever going to stop that?
There's no way.
But the question is also, how are you ever going to stop this Baron push, right? How do you ever win this game when FlyQuest has already been in such control the whole time, have all their luxury items through, and now they're diving?
Impact is already about to die to the Calling as Whippo goes all out to start the dive. Just Whippo and Masu nearly kill Impact. They force the Dominus out of the Renekton immediately, and the entire time the rest of FlyQuest was taking care of the tier 3 turret in the mid lane. So now 2 separate inhibitors are exposed as Whippo takes his recall, he buys his Jack Show, and he teleports back to join the rest of the team. It's a full push from FlyQuest. They want to end the game right here, 30 minutes in. Maokai Root finds UG, but he's all the way behind the Nexus. Nexus turret's about to die before Team Liquid even has a chance to fight back. J goes in for the crash down, finds both carries, but what does it matter? Masu's already legendary. Impact has nothing left in the tank. UG and everybody else on TL caught up once more inside the shockwave as they at least get a shutdown on Inspire, but it's a triple kill back over to Masu. Game's done, Series 1, FlyQuest 3-0.
Nicely played there by FlyQuest. Definitely had to work for it.